Storm Watch 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
A foggy look from South Medford. You can still make out some of the holiday lights at Harry and David. It is also pretty cold in the valley right now, 31 degrees. And so watch out for some of this freezing fog. With temperatures below freezing, we can see a glaze of ice with some of the more dense fog. Visibility up at the airport is a quarter of a mile. Here's a look at some other areas dealing with fog towards Klamath Falls, the Green Springs interchange, the Illinois Valley, very foggy right now in Cave Junction, and some fog in the Grants Pass area as well. Not as dense for most of Grants Pass. Visibility in Klamath Falls down to a quarter of a mile, dropping off a bit now in Lakeview, 1.75 miles. Take a look at the dense fog advisory. It goes till 11 a.m. For the Rogue Valley, but fog is going to impact many of our inland valleys overnight tonight into tomorrow morning once again. Current temperatures, it's 10 degrees only right now in Lakeview, 18 in Chemult. We're sitting at 28 in Montague, 34 degrees just above freezing in Grants Pass, and it's 41 along the coast in Gold Beach. Now notice air quality moderate in Medford, Ashland, down towards Wairika and Mount Shasta. Also seeing some moderate air quality in Grants Pass and Lakeview. We are in a very stagnant weather pattern right now. There's not a lot of wind to mix out the atmosphere, and all the pollutants are kind of settling into the valleys, especially at night like this. So we do have an air stagnation advisory, all west side and east side valleys through 4 p.m. Wednesday. This is going to last several days, and expect at times to see that reduction in air quality, especially at night and in the mornings. And then you'll notice some very hazy skies. Once the low clouds worked out of Medford today, you might have noticed how hazy it was. And that's just because of this big ridge of high pressure that's just parked off the coast. And that's going to keep things very quiet for us and keep things very stagnant for us as well. Now, we have a lot of trapped moisture with how wet it was last week, so that's why we had the low clouds and fog very stubborn today. Eventually, things will dry out, so as the days progress, we'll have better chances at seeing less widespread low clouds and fog in the valleys, and also that low cloudiness and fogginess moving out quicker, and that's going to mean some milder temperatures, especially as we head into next week. In the meantime, tonight, it's going to be a cold one, down to 26 in Medford, 21 in Wairika, 18 in Klamath Falls, and down to 9 degrees, at least in Lakeview. We do have a freeze warning once again up in northern Curry County, 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. on your Saturday. For your Saturday, look for some breaks in the clouds through the afternoon. Some areas could stay pretty stubborn with cloud cover. That's going to keep temperatures down, but all in all, still looking like a pretty chilly Saturday. The coast, though, will be fairly mild. Once again, Brookings, you folks get up to around 56 degrees with mostly sunny skies. A big day for football tomorrow. We got at Spiegelberg. We got Henley taking on Marist Catholic at 1 o'clock, right around 43 degrees, hopefully seeing some breaks of sunshine for the game. And then to follow, we have North versus South Medford, the 6A state championship, right around 44 degrees at kickoff. It will be pretty cold for that game. And then we also have tomorrow a lot of events going on. Jacksonville, the Christmas tree lighting, 42 degrees at 5 o'clock. Should see mainly clear skies, but we could see some fog working back in as we go through the evening. So all in all, a very quiet stretch of weather through this weekend. You will notice on Sunday, though, an increase in clouds in general across southern Oregon and northern California, but we do look to stay dry. Notice, though, temperatures likely starting to get milder as we head into next week. Those low clouds and fog becoming less stubborn, but still expect areas of low clouds and fog to develop each night for at least portions of our west side valleys, even into next week. The coast, a good amount of sunshine, especially by Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, just some passing clouds on Sunday into Monday. Northern California, temperatures a slow warming trend into next week. Highs in the 50s. As the atmosphere dries out, we're going to see less of this cloudiness and fogginess developing in our inland valleys, including in the basin. But at least the next few nights here, we'll likely see those foggy and cold conditions. Up in the mountains, good travel weather as we wrap up the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, staying dry into a good chunk of next week. Some forecast models hinting at maybe some storm systems later in the week. We'll keep an eye on that. In the Rogue Valley, still going to be contending with clouds and fog and some chilly temperatures, but notice a warming trend next week with those highs well up into the 50s.